You'll often see children in homes of complex trauma bicker over the smallest things. They'll bicker over who got the most ice cream in their bowl. They'll be sitting there on the shelf, on the bench, looking at who got the most Coke in their cup. They'll fight over who got the last present or who got to sit in the front seat all the time. Oftentimes, this is the less favourite child's way of trying to get justice for feeling misunderstood and for feeling hard done by and just for feeling like they're always coming in second. Oftentimes this child likes to withdraw into movies, books, games, into their room, all in a midst to hide from being unfairly treated all the time. They probably get over-punished for things that the other child gets away with as well. So being invisible is a lot better than being in trouble or being hurt all the time. Then there will be times where this child can't get away and then they lash out because they've had all these pent-up emotions build up and build up and build up, and then they just have to lash out. This is from a cause of all these stress hormones always dumping into their body, which turns into energy and has to go somewhere. And if they can't fight or flight, they'll freeze or fawn, and they'll probably people please or disassociate all the time, because if I can't get away and I can't fight these feelings away, I'm just going to turn inwards inside myself where I'm not going to get hurt. Now, the child is acting in a perfectly healthy way for what is happening in their body. Now, this bit's hard to hear, but if you want to correct your child's behaviour, there's a good chance you need to correct your own first. Now, I'm not saying that this is all intentional. A lot of the times people are just emotionally unavailable to one child, or maybe they had postnatal depression or something like that, and these all affect the child in this sort of manner. You'll often see this sort of behaviour from the kids from a narcissistic household. But in a lot of the cases, as a therapist that works with a lot of kids, it can be very frustrating that, we try and work with these kids and then send them back home to the same environment that made them the way they are. So if you want your kids to behave better and react better in certain situations, it might pay to have a look at the environment that the child is in and how you interact with them. And a very easy, good starting point to learn on how to heal these things with the children is to look at yourself first. If you're bad with emotions, your children are going to be bad with emotions. And if you're bad with emotions, there's a good chance your parents were bad with emotions. So we need to try and break the cycle somewhere, and it usually starts with the older people in the house, the caregivers. That's your responsibility, not the child's.